everyone, to Knights of Meaford Hockey on Rogers Sports Exclusive. Tonight, the Knights of Meaford face off against the South Muskoka Shield. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Rob Leonard, and with me, as always, color commentator Gord Chapman. Gord, the Knights and Muskoka will play tonight and then finish off tomorrow night in South Muskoka before the Christmas break. How important is this game to the Knights tonight?
Well, I'm both out right now. They're 2 points back in their division in fourth place, and every 2 points right now is really important. And tonight they've got to beat this club to move up the ladder if they want to stay within that top four. And we're looking at starting goaltender. Number one is Daniel Lee. And you can see his average, 10 games played, 580 minutes, and 906 save percentage. And that's pretty darn fine.
Yeah.
That's a fine save percentage. And, of course, starting in goal is number 50, Tyler Slager. Only played a couple of games, 891 save percentage. Not bad, but could be a little bit better. But we're heading to the live action.
Brought Tyler Sager over. He's a Buffalo native, and he's, as you said, only played in 2 games. There's a shot right on. Sager makes that save. This will be his 3rd start of the season. So Coach Nate Parrish giving he's got 4 goalkeepers in camp, so he's trying to keep everybody happy.
Well, it's hard to do. At some level, you have to decide on the 2 that you want to take with you into the new year, and they really have to solidify that part of the game and make sure their goaltending is good, because that's when the playoff runs really start. It starts in January. They think it starts in March, but it really starts in January.
Nice wind and draw. Now they're trying to get out of their own zone. Puck's flipped out. Bouncing puck in there. Callum Queenan just about came away with it, but defenseman Libor Makan brings it in over the line. He's the leading scorer. Oh, my goodness. I thought that was in the net, but what a job by defenseman David Hooper to knock that off the stick of 98 Brody Tracy. There's a shot right on Daniel Lee. But, my goodness, David Hooper wasn't supposed to play tonight. He's got a bit of an injury. Let's take a look at the head-to-head. South Muskoka, 9-13-3 record. The Knights with a 15-9-3 record. Knights have scored a ton more goals than what South Muskoka has. Goals against, pretty close in there. South Muskoka in a rebuild year this year.
Top goal scorer and the top point getter on Muskoka is a defenseman, and that's Libor Makan. And you know, when you figure he's your top scorer, not much offense up front.
Now the Knights trying to come away. Here's Will Vernon, gets it in over the line, but it's blocked there by number 24. That's Sasha Black. He clears it into the Knights zone. Muskoka going for a wholesale change. Knights coming out now. Here's Skylar Robertson to an open wing. That's Robertson gets a hold of it and dumps it down into the Muskoka zone. Meaford changes them up. Farrell gets it in over the line. Here comes Daniel Zlega. What a move by Zlega. Oh, my goodness, and a great save in there by Daniel Lee. But, wow, Daniel Zlega has been on fire. Let's take a look at this on the replay. Watch the move.
You're going to watch the move, and he's going to pick the puck up just outside the blue line, and he gets control of it. He undresses the defenseman as he comes in on goal. You watch him turn inside now, turns, takes the shot, and Johnny on the spot was Lee and made a good stop early here in this contest.
I was talking to Daniel Zlega for a little bit in the lobby there prior to the game, and he's quite happy with his appearance down at the showcase. Scored a couple of goals on Tuesday down in Port Colborne, so he's feeling pretty good about his season so far.
Well, he's been having a good season and playing well.
He certainly has.
And good thing to build on that for the second half is, as you say, we're getting set for the Christmas break.
Here's Connor Long. He's going to clear it back over to his defensive partner. Now here come the Knights with a chance. Puck is knocked off of the stick of Hampus Wall. Here's another chance in front. Ellsworth getting some ice time. Knights with a couple of suspensions and 1 or 2 injuries, so they're down a few players here tonight. As I said, David Hooper wasn't supposed to play tonight, but he's in there tonight for the Knights. Here comes Titchborn over the line. Titchborn, he tries to get that to Ellsworth. Knocked in there by Brennestad. Blocked in there. Titchborn with it. Clears it back to Eric Brinstat. Brinstat with a shot. That was screened, but goes wide. Here's Vernon. Vernon takes his man down. No call. That shot goes high and over, and that face-off is going to come outside the Muskoka zone. So South Muskoka last year, very strong team. They were up in the top 4 of the league. And this year, struggling a little bit, sitting in the bottom 2, I believe.
Well, they're 2 points out of last place, but it's still half a season left, so they can still kind of make a move. They're well coached. They've got a good coaching staff, so you never know what'll happen. But tonight, first of all, they got to win this contest before they can make it start anywhere.
Talking with the Shields GM Frank Damasi prior to the game, and he talked at length about the difference between last year and this year. Last year was a ton of pressure. This year, the guys are just having fun. So here's a shot right on. Good save, Daniel Lee. Here's another one. Oh, just misses over top of the net by Callum Queenan. Knights keep it in. Eric Lowry is knocked down.
The Knights are getting really good production out of their defense. And, of course, Connor Long is having a banner season, 7 goals and 18 assists for 25 points. But they're getting balanced scoring from the D, and that really helps, especially when you're in tight games.
Miscue. Here come the Knights. Here's a chance. Shot. Daniel Lee covers that one up. Lee looked like he was heading the other way, thinking that was a pass coming across. And Mitch Bolduc just about put it in on the short side.
Well, it was close. Very, very close as he got that backhand shot. And he covered the post nicely just to keep it from trickling by. But it wasn't a lot on that shot either. See Will Vernon out there on defense, a defensive partner. Out there's number 44, Callum Queenan, I believe.
That's number 14, Julian Daup.
Oh, mine. Those 4s are, you're getting away. So
oh, I know, yeah. And they got 6 and 66 on the team, too. And that actually caused some confusion in a game back a little while ago. And Langowski, number 6, should have been serving a suspension, but it ended up being number 66, Chase Lewis, that had to set it out. So comes in over, and Stager is able to cover that up.
Sager hasn't really been tested so far in this game. A couple of shots, but a little more. Lee's been a little more busier in the other end, but it's good to see Sager getting a chance to do some play, get some playing time. He's good hockey, good goaltender. Gets his opportunity tonight.
As I said, the Knights are, that's covered up again by Stager. So the Knights are missing a couple of players due to suspension. Nico Walsh, Jason Stone, and Daniel McCall are all sitting out due to some fighting majors and things that went on down at...
Also, number 95, Jeff Heidman, sitting out with a foot injury. So they've got, like you said, they're down a few players. So
Jeff Heidman's been such a force in front of that net. He's such a big body and hard to move. And him and Justin Pereira have really made a great team 1-2 punch this year for the Knights. Here's Connor Long. He's taking a look. Gets it over to Hooper. Hooper just tips it into the zone. Picked up by White. He is hammered into the boards. That could have been dangerous. Here's Hooper. He's going to clear it back into the corner. Comes back out. Tyler Strutz. Plays it to Heineman. There's a shot by Connor Long. That doesn't get through. That puck is going to be cleared back the ice, down the ice. Is it enough for icing? Yes, it is.
Well, it's amazing, that how well balanced the Knights are. They have 4 lines that they come out of the boards, and we talk about this almost every game about how easy it is for them that they just roll the lines, and they haven't got anybody in the top 20 in scoring. But they've got so many goals scored because they've got a balanced attack. They're getting goals off the back end. They're getting goals up front from all 4 lines. Even though Tyler Strutt is leading it with 19 goals and 21 assists, but still, this team is being all the scoring is by committee. We got some kind of conversation going on over there at the bench, trying to figure out what.
Well, it was South Muskoka was trying to make a line change, and the referee wasn't going to allow them to do it. But I think 98, Brody Tracy had to come back out onto the ice again. So, because it was an icing call, you got to play the 5 players that you had on the ice. So, good job by the referee to catch that one. That linesman gets in the way and allows number 91, that's Kovgorenka. No harm done. Here's Callum Queenan with some moves. He's hooked off the puck, but no call. Puck goes in behind the net, picked up by Will Vernon. Vernon looking in front. Puck comes back around now, Justin Pereira. Good job by Pereira to cut that one off. Puck bounces over his stick. Callum Queenan's cross-checked in the back. Shot comes right on. Pereira clears it into the corner. Backing around to Callum Queenan. Eric Lowry in pursuit of his man, Tracy. That goes into the zone. Stager plays it off now to Will Vernon. Vernon back into the middle. Here's Justin Pereira. Pereira, that goes off of a stick. Puck in front. Oh, my goodness. What a chance there for the Knights' Hampus Wall, but he could not bury that one.
Paul had an opportunity in front of that net, and he just couldn't convert as that puck was bouncing around.
Here's Owen Titchborn. Over the line, waits, looks. Oh, what a pass right to Hampus Wall, and he tips it wide. Knights really starting to roll here now. This line in particular has played well for the Knights all season long. Colton Langowski dumps it into the zone. Langowski, Knights defenseman all the way from Alaska. Hampus Wall, that goes off of a leg. The face-off will be to the right of goalkeeper Daniel Lee.
I thought Daniel Lee got a piece of that one on that shot, but you can see Al Mug went up in front here in the North Division with 40 points and tied with Temiskaming. And
Temiskaming had a 15-game winning streak snapped just a couple of days ago, so allowing Almagwin to move up into a tie for top spot.
Well, they're tied with points, so that makes it. But they've got one game in hand, too, by the looks of it. So,
very, very, very tight spots 1 through 6 in this division.
Well, Meaford's only 2 points out of third place, so it's a big win tonight. If they can win back-to-back games, that would be feather in their cap as they go away for the Christmas break, and I think that's what Coach Parrish and his staff are looking for.
Puck's dumped into the zone, goes in behind the goal, picked up right out in front. Oh, what a chance for Mitch Bolduc, but he could not bury it. What a great pass by Chase Lewis.
And a good save by Lee as he got the pad in the way of that one, but that was a glorious opportunity gone by the wayside on that exchange, and the puck goes out of bounds there.
That's the first time we've seen South Dakota this year. And let's take a look on the replay here.
Puck that starts deep in the zone and then is flipped inside.
Watch this pass now by, here's Chase Lewis picking it up in the corner. Look at that. Now, I think what the Knights are doing, that's the first time we've seen South Muskoka. Starting to see where South Muskoka's troubles are. And you can see on defense, the Knights are starting to manipulate their defense a little bit now, midway through this first period.
Well, right now, the goaltending has been what keeping this game real close.
Farrell with a shot right over top of the net. Muskoka starting to use the body quite a bit out there right now. So, but we've seen so far from the Knights, they are not shying away from any kind of rough stuff this year. So, in most cases, they're the ones that are instigating it. Gotten them into trouble at a couple of points, but this is hockey.
It is. But we're finding more and more and more that the rough stuff and the fighting and stuff is starting to get out of hockey, and you don't see it. They're not bringing players up just to do that anymore, and
certainly isn't like it was back in the 70s and 80s. That's
no, sure. When they carried a lot of hockey clubs, even right down into junior A, would be carrying that player that they knew that was going to be the enforcer, and that's what they had called him.
Draw one by South Muskoka. Coming away with it now is chipped into center. Will Vernon's going to control it for the Knights. Plays it back, puck up the center, and that's tipped into the Muskoka bench. Frank DeMasi not wearing a helmet, so you got to cover up with that Muskoka toucan.
Goaltender for our visitors is sitting in the penalty box enjoying the freedom of having to sit down and not have to stand. So
probably have to move if they get a penalty.
Oh, probably.
Knights clear it out. South Muskoka cuts it off. Errant pass on the right side. The Knights come away with it. Now here's South Muskoka. Nope, the Knights get her back. This puck is bouncing around like a ping pong ball right now. Here's Will Vernon. Gonna settle it down. Wise choice. Goes in behind his own goal. Allow his team to get a chance to get set up. Here's Vernon. He's looking for, I think he was looking down ice there for Eric Lowry. Shot right on. Stager's going to stop that one. Looked like he was going for Pereira, but then he saw Lowry in behind him. So
nice play by Lowry, but Sager not having any problems. We have Amici's Pizza. It's one of our team members and crew members. They provide the crew refreshments before the game. 519-538-6805. 334 Sykes Street, South Meaford, Ontario. Always freshly cooked, and it is absolutely excellent, folks. Please buy locally. We are certainly appreciative, and they look after us. Thank you so much.
There's $300 laying on the ice. South Muskoka player snaps his stick at the shaft, so I'd say that stick is done.
Well, he could tape it together.
Libor Makin.
Put a dowel in it.
I'll tell you, it's worth $300. I'll be putting a piece of dowel in it.
Yeah, me too.
Puck goes all the way down. That's going to go right on goal. Lee's going to clear it off to the side. Knights cannot keep it in. Now they come away with it. Colton Langowski plays it in. Nice little move around the defenseman, but he's being held there. Puck goes in behind number 44. That's Dimitri Beer. Yes, a Beer, B-E-E-R. Pretty scrambly play right now. Not overly pretty to watch.
No, it appears that South Muskoka is just tying up. The Knights just staying in their way. Knights can't get that free-flowing game started, and full marks to South Muskoka to keep this thing close.
There's a shot right on goal. Stager clears it off to the side. Delp, plays it now to Ellsworth. On to Owen Tichborne. That puck's going to go back into the Meaford zone. Is it going for icing? Yes, it is, Nick. Number 27, that is Giacomo Nicolodi. Cuts that one, or couldn't catch up to that one in time. There's a look at the Meaford bench. Got assistant coach Dean Martin standing up there, and I don't see Jerry Lewis anywhere down there, but South Muskoka with a shot, spinorama by number 90. That was Pontus Gravander. Puck bounces over the Meaford player's stick. Connor Long comes to David Hooper. Hooper settles it down. Take a look. Plays it off to Skylar Robertson. Robertson plays it in over the line. Connor Long plays it in around now to Stevenson. Or Robertson, sorry. Robertson's roughed up and knocked to the ice. Connor Long to David Hooper. Puck goes back now into the South Muskoka zone. Martin Giovanni comes around the zone net. Giovanni, he's taken down. That could have been tripping, but Farrell gets away with that one.
I didn't think so. I thought he got him with a nice hip and knocked him off stride and got him off the puck, knocked him down. So, in my opinion, I think that was a good non-call.
Basically, Muskoka's just content just to dump it out of their own zone and see the play keep away from Meaford. So.
Like you said earlier, the thing it is a little bit of scrappy play, but Muskoka's doing a nice job at disrupting the flow of play, and Meaford's having trouble getting going. And there's 6 minutes or I believe that's 8 minutes and 58 seconds left, and 6 minutes and 56 seconds left in this period, and not much offense by Meaford. And
take a look now at the Knights of Meaford leading scorers. Tyler Strutt's been there all season long. He's got 40 points. But look who's jumped into second place. Eric Lowry, 7 goals, 21 assists for 28 points.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do, no doubt about it. Having a Santa Claus going in behind us, I want a big Lincoln. I was just hoping that he might be able to put one in my driveway.
He's looking a little thin this year. You might want to. Gonna have to leave him some extra cookies this year. He's looking a little thin this year. I don't know what he's got in that red bag. I should have asked him. Might be a Cadillac in there. You never know. Or was it a Lincoln? Sorry, a Lincoln.
Won't be that, but
shot right on. Easy save for Lee. Callum Queenan gets roughed up in there a little bit by.
Well, Lee's done well this period. Whatever Meaford has thrown at him, he's been able to get. He made a couple of really dynamite saves that are good in any league, and that one with the Meaford player right on top of him managed to get a pad on the puck, knock it away, and but Lee's been solid so far in this period.
Well, Vernon with a shot that was going wide, but Lee decides to grab it. Now here comes South Muskoka Beer. Gets around right in front. Oh my goodness, what a glorious opportunity by Daniel Van Del Cor, but he could not bury it. He totally whiffed on that one.
Oh, that was quite an opportunity because beautifully set up. But, you know, like you've been saying, that puck's bouncing funny tonight. And went right over his stick and couldn't bury it because he had Sager at his mercy if he'd ever got a piece of it. Then
I don't think he touched it. I think it went right through his skates. But,
well, it did went right over his stick, right, but never touched it. But you're right about that. But it just went by him. He tried to get his stick on it, but
that could be a glove pass if no, not touched by a South Muskoka player. So battle along the boards. Knights come away with it. Mitch Bolduc is absolutely hammered. And he is slow getting up from that one.
Well, that was quite a solid hit in the corner because he bounced off the boards. Bolduc, pretty tough kid, though. Get
shot out front, and that net comes off. Well, it's like I said, you know, South Muskoka can dictate it, but I'll tell you what, the Knights are very capable of playing that style of hockey game if you want to start that stuff. So,
you're right, but the Knights have got to keep their heads about it and start thinking about putting that puck behind Lee. And they've had control in the zone, but can't just seem to get those good, solid scoring chances to put them out in front of this game.
South Muskoka wins the draw. 5:36 remaining here in period number 1. No score.
It's been a pretty quick period, too, on top of that, because the 15 minutes are gone already. A few stops in play, and
Titchborn works it around. Battle in there. Langowski is still digging away. Who wants it? It finally is knocked out. Titchborn fans on it. Now he clears it in to the South Muskoka zone. South Muskoka's made a line change, so, or at least a partial one. The puck comes off the boards, cleared into the zone. Here's Mitchell Olsen. Olsen out front. I think Sager got a piece of that, and it went wide. Now here the Knights. Hampus Wall clears it into the South Muskoka zone. The Shield come away with it. Picked off in there by Brandon Farrell. Kept in, nice job, kept in there by Connor Long. Long is being bothered, but he still gets it into the zone. Battling in the corner now. Another big body check thrown in there. But the Shield are going to come away with it, but they're having a heck of a time getting it out of their own zone. Now they finally get it out. Hooper Now the Knights come back. Here's Daniels Lega all by himself.
One too many move, though. One too many move. He should just shot it in the corner and chased it down, but Slagus did have that chance.
Tyler Strutz takes his man in the boards. Daniels Lega with a shot right on. And Lee covers that up quite easily. 3:47 remaining now in the first period. So
Lee has been really solid. We mentioned it earlier in the period. He's been where he's supposed to be and managed to frustrate Meaford right now. So last game we did 2 weeks ago, there was a hot goaltender that night too, and it made it tough on Meaford.
Knights battling in there. Callum Queenan. Lowry comes away with it. Now Queenan. Picked up in there by number 8, Libor Maka, and he gets it around the goal. Comes out over the line. Connor Long plays it on to Callum Queenan. He's taken out. Picked up by Hooper. Looking for Callum Queenan. He couldn't get it to him.
Nice play at the blue line by number 8, Libor. He got Callum Queenan just coming across, and he's leading their team in scoring. So, and he's a big kid too. He's a good player.
Misses that one. Comes around 91 Kovgorena. David Hooper loses it to Beer. Beer brings it in over the line. Looking for Lagdens. Back to Beer. Beer goes to the far side. Loses his footing. Down he goes. That was about a 5.9, I think.
What, on Judges?
A little bit of style going down there, yeah.
I wasn't sure you were talking about the
A little bit of a flip and a twirl and kind of a figure skating thing, I think.
Well, I wasn't sure what, that might have been the Richter scale you were talking about, so.
Will Vernon now. Knights trying to get it out of their own zone. Cleared back. Puck goes rink wide. Skylar Robertson gets a piece of it, knocks it into the corner. But the Shield come away with it. That puck's going all the way down the ice, and that is not icing. Referee waves it off. Vernon plays it on now to number 66, Chase Lewis. Lewis is going to flip it in and skate after it.
Lee just made a nice job knocking that thing into the corner, giving it back to there's Vernon from the point.
There's a shot. Chase Lewis just missed that rebound. That puck's going to go out of play. And the face-off is going to come to the right of goalkeeper Daniel Lee in the South Muskoka net.
Oh, I can't say enough about the big three with Meaford's defense and Will Vernon and Connor Long and Hooper, David Hooper. Of course, Jeff Heidman out with a foot injury and some of these guys. But those three defensemen, just unbelievable. They've number of years of experience, and they're providing some punch from the back line, as we said earlier. And good to have Hooper out tonight, even though he said he was going to take night off. He thought he was recuperating from a slight injury, so seems like they needed him. So he's here tonight.
Knights now trying to work it back into the zone. That was close to being offside, but it isn't. And now, miscommunication there. The puck comes out. Julian Delp is going to dump it back in.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Less than a minute remaining, period number 1. Oh, puck bounces out in front of the net. My goodness. Now here's Tracy coming in over the line. Into the back, into the corner with it. Where is it? South Muskoka working hard there.
Tracy just couldn't complete the play as he lost his footing in front of the net, but good hard work by him in the offensive zone.
Here come the Knights shot. Oh, that just misses. Colton Langowski with a great chance, but now the other way. Here comes Brody Tracy. Waits, takes a look back into the corner to Tracy. He has it taken away. 10 seconds remaining. Good pressure by South Muskoka, but the Knights doing a great job. And that puck is lifted all the way down, and the buzzer goes. to end period number 1 here in Meaford at the St. Vincent Community Center. At the end of one period of play, absolutely no score by either team, so it's 0-0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with second period action.
Lots to enjoy during our period intermissions.
The following program is brought to you by Rogers Anyplace TV. Enjoy exclusive content for free. Visit RogersAnyplaceTV.com.
Welcome to Statesman.
We've got brains,
Let's get started.
skills, skipping rope.
It's a lasso.
You're acting weird. Oh my god.
And you are?
I miss our family. Let's fix this.
You seem to be handling everything really well.
Hi, I'm Sharon Skelly, your host of Business in Gray here on Rogers TV. Have you ever wondered how our local independent businesses got their start and what makes them so successful? We'll find out here on Business in Gray.
Welcome back, everyone. Period 2 about to get underway. As you can see on your screen, South Muskoka and Meaford all knotted up at donuts, zeros. No score in that first period, Gordon.
That was a scrappy period of hockey. Both teams just couldn't seem to get on track. Well, Meaford couldn't get on track anyway. As the team from South Muskoka, the Shield, they just disrupted everything. They were trapping at center ice. They couldn't get through, and when they did get through, they were backing in on top of the goaltender and keeping things away. And Lee didn't have too much trouble in front of that net. There's one really good scoring opportunity. He made a very, very fine save. So Meaford's got to get in deep. They got to start moving that puck around and start getting some shots on Lee, testing him. You got to put that puck in the net, and this is the period to do it.
Eric Lowry centering Justin Pereira. And Callum Queenan, the Knights win the draw. Queenan's going to dump it deep, just as you said, Gord, what they need to do and chase it down. South Muskoka try to clear it. They can. Here's Connor Long. Plays it. Lowry, what a nice little move, but he lost control at the last second. Here's a shot right on. Lee puts the blocker on that one. There's an elbow thrown into the face of Eric Lowry. Now he's elbowed down to the ice. Lowry's taking a few for the team right there, but now here comes Stacy. There's a shot that goes high over the net.
Boy, he whipped that one. That was labeled. Solid wrist shot.
Connor Long now for the Knights. He's going to carry it himself over the center line. Dumps it in behind. Daniel Lee picks it up. That's missed in there, but South Muskoka tries to come away with it. They can't. Here's Chase Lewis. Lewis gets a shot to the head. Referees have got the whistles put away tonight. A lot different than the last time we were here. And they were calling everything in that game against the Rattlers.
Especially that unsportsmanlike conduct stuff that went on. So
here's Chase Lewis. Lewis, there's a shot right on by Mitch Bolduc.
not much on that by Bolduc. Just basically hit the logo right in the middle of the jersey. But, you know, that's what they got to do. They got to get the pucks to the net, and they got to make sure that, and then get in on that rebound. And Lee right now isn't getting everything up.
That first period, no penalties, no goals.
That was a rarity, no penalties.
A lot of nothing in that first period.
You can say that again.
Here's the Knights with a chance shot. Oh, off the pipe. What a glorious opportunity for Chase Lewis. And the whistle blows.
put it where the goalie wasn't, as I like to say, and he put it upstairs and off the crossbar and away. And
here's the replay of it. See right there, he picks it off the pipe. My goodness, that close to being a 1-0.
For a moment, I thought it was in, but you're right. It was just a nice little shot that just wasn't rewarded with it.
Will Vernon now having a discussion with the referee here about something. Not sure what that's about, but Muskoka wins that draw. Plays it up the middle. Puck gets by Will Vernon. He's going to chase that down. Clears it in behind the goal. There's Giacomo Nicoldi. He loses it. Chase Lewis, nice pass onto the stick of Skylar Robertson. Robertson can't get by the defenseman. Chase Lewis gets a stick on that one to slow it down. Knights pressuring very well in the Muskoka zone, but Muskoka's going to finally clear it out. Mitch Bolduc. Skylar Robertson gets a hold of it now, coming into the zone. Puck is cleared in front. Robertson is hammered into the boards.
Good solid play in the zone, and Robertson got the worst of that one.
Tries the long pass up here to Brandon Farrell. Now it's picked off Eric Brinestat. Over to Tyler Strutz. Strutz shot. Oh, he was looking for Brinestat, but he couldn't get his stick on it. Goes off of a skate. Farrell just tries to hammer it towards the goal. Now here comes South Muskoka. And the referee blows the whistle. Are we going to get our first penalty? Yes, we are. It's going to be an interference call coming up here to the Knights. Looks like it might be Eric Brinestat, number 71.
No, he took his man out and he went right into the net.
No, it is not. It's Brandon Farrell. Brandon Farrell's going for interference. The very first penalty of the game, it took a whole 23 minutes before we got our first penalty, Gord.
Which I think is a rarity in any kind of hockey, junior hockey, and especially in this league.
So South Muskoka with the first power play of the game. That could have been another one. Referee blows the whistle. I think they lost sight of the puck. But the Knights, there's a Knights player hurt. That's Connor Long. I think he took a stick in the face.
Yeah, he did, right in front of the net. And
2 minutes for interference.
See if he's bleeding.
But there's no call on it either.
Take a look at him. Referees did not see that.
No, either one of them or all three of them, I guess. But he got a high stick, went right to the bench right away, looking at getting patched up over there with a trainer in behind. He's sitting with his back to us, and the trainer doing a little bit of work on him.
Connor Long is one tough character, so that must have really hurt him. So, but here comes South Muskoka trying to set up on their first power play of this game. There's a shot right on, easy stop in there by Stager.
That was Macon, that's their top scorer. He managed to get the shot. Big fella too. He's around 6'3". Fills out a hockey uniform quite well.
Face off to the left of a Stager in the Meaford goal. Comes back here to Macken. Far side back to the middle to Macken. Back to Macken again. Puck comes into the middle. Macken's going to try one. That goes off of a skate. In the corner, Colton Langowski takes his man out of the play. Now the Knights cannot get it out. Macken with a shot. Glove save in there by Stager.
Stager didn't have too much trouble with that one as he saw it all the way in there. Managed to get the big mid on it and stop it. But Macken got shot from the point. I've been calling him Macon, so tomato, Macon,
Macken, Mukin.
Our apologies if we've been mispronouncing it. So
here's a shot that misses in behind the goal. South Muskoka trying to get a shot away. They do. That was tipped in front, but it was tipped away from the net. There's a shot. Good save. Stager. Now here's a 2-on-1 for the Knights. Here's Callum Queenan, scores!
Short-handed goal, 22 seconds left in that penalty. And he picks up that loose puck at center ice and then off the nice little dip past him.
The pride
Callum
of
McQueen.
Whiteley Bay in Great Britain, England to be exact. Callum Queenan, watch on the replay here. A good job by the Knights to get this 2-on-1. Nice pass there.
To McQueen, and he just takes it over and then takes it right through the 5-hole.
Chase Lewis.
I believe number 66, Chase Lewis, you're right. Nice little pass at center ice. He just got it on his stick. Didn't waste any time getting in there and didn't waste any time putting it away.
That's pretty much what it was going to be. Whoever blinked first, whoever made the first mistake, and that was one of the first mistakes of the game, and it cost South Muskoka a shorthanded goal. So.
Well, Lewis did a really nice play at center ice, and that is so important to give that heads up. Manages to get that puck up ice, and of course they break the ice as we were talking about. Meaford leading this game 1-0 after a scrappy first period. Maybe now that they've solved Lee, the floodgates might open, and because they have actually outplayed the Shield. So South Muskoka has boded well here in this first period, but and in early parts of the second. But it takes a shorty to change everything. And Meaford's up front, out 1-0 here with just 6 minutes gone here in the second period.
From the draw, puck comes into the Meaford zone. Here's a pass in front. Knights are going to come away with that one. The penalty is over. Here's another chance for the Knights. Struts. Where is it? Oh, it squeezes between the pads of Lee. He didn't know where it was, and I didn't either till I just saw it squirt out there. Let's watch here on the replay.
You're going to see it starting in deep in the zone, and as the puck comes out, now they'll get at center, and that comes through. There's the shot, and you'll see it just get in.
Just watch it. You can. We just missed it there, but it just comes squeezing in, and the Muskoka defender just clears it into the meshing.
The puck was obviously under Lee, and Lee didn't have no idea where it was, and then he made another glove save right there. But I tell you, he didn't know where it was, and it just, as he moved his pads a little bit because he was tentative, and then that puck come out, and the referees had just blown it before that happened. That could have easily gone in.
You know, again in the conversation, I had a lengthy discussion there with Frank DeMasi. Great guy. Just got to know him a little bit last year in the league, and Frank is just such an honest and forthright person. Doesn't hold anything back. Tip right on. Now South Muskoka is going to clear it, and he was talking about some of the games that South Muskoka's played recently, and most recently in a game against Almaguin, and Almaguin, of course, tied for first right now, but Almaguin was only ahead 1-0 over South Muskoka in the first period, and I think it was 2-0 in the at the end of the second period. So South Muskoka has been playing with their opponents, just lacking a bit of offense in some of these games. So you think they could add a player somewhere? They may fix their problems.
Well, like I say, when your top scorer is your defenseman, he's got, I think, 8 goals and 16 assists, and that's 29 points, I think. A few more assists than that, but that's not a lot of points when it's your back end that's doing it. And so you're not getting a lot of support up front by the forward line. Yeah, I think it would be really important that they get themselves a couple of forwards that could put the puck in the net.
You look back at the start of the game, we were looking at the stats for Daniel Lee. I didn't realize what they were until I saw him on the screen. I was quite surprised at the team's in second last place. He's got a 450 goals against average with, I think he's over 900 save percentage. So,
908, I think it was.
That's not bad for this league.
908 was set on the stats, and that's not bad in any league, that kind of percentage.
Shot right on. Lee has it directed into the corner. Chase Lewis has got an issue with his equipment there. I think he's going to head to the bench. Nope, his neck guard had come loose.
Well, they South Muskoka. Now we're getting
There's
the whistle.
going to be an interference call here, I would think. Yes, there is. interference on number 93. The referee actually let that go a couple of times, but he finally had to make that call on number 93, Zach Snyder. He was interfering with, I think it was Skylar Robertson at the side of the net there. And
well, the face-off is going to be in deep to Lee's right.
Knights are going to get their first power play opportunity. Scored a short-handed goal on South Muskoka's first opportunity, so we'll see how it goes here. Here's Connor Long in front. Oh, and Callum Queen couldn't get a stick down in time. Cleared by Lowry. Comes, oh my goodness. David Hooper thought, oh, and he overskated that one. Got caught up in the snow.
I thought that was a drop pass.
Here's Eric Lowry in over the line. Lowry clears it back. Connor Long shot right on. Good save, Daniel Lee.
Lee is playing well. I mean, Long had a good opportunity to put that away, but again, too, you got to shoot what the goalie isn't. And he put it right into where the logo is, and Lee had no problem with that shot whatsoever.
See, Lee's a pretty good size of a guy there.
A good puck movement by the power play. A couple of scoring chances.
See on your screen there, thanks to producer Mark Perry, Colton Langowski with 2 power play goals for the Knights this year. Is he on the ice right now? Yes, he is. Here comes Daniels Lega now, brings it in over the line, plays it to Queenan, over to Langowski. Looking in front, shot, that bounces. Will Vernon now. Plays it to Farrell. Farrell, 17-year-old native of Quebec. Gets it, here's Langowski. Langowski shot right on, good blocker save by Lee. Here's Vernon, good pressure, good power play right now by the Knights. Struts, works it in. Who's got it? Show off the post. Will Vernon that close to making it 2-0. Here's Langowski with a shot. That's tipped.
Good puck movement by Meaford right now in this power play.
Vernon gets it back now. Tyler Struts. Shot Langowski. What a rifle right on. Langowski again. Shot tipped in front. Good save by Lee. Meaford with amazing pressure here on this power play. That puck is bouncing everywhere. And I think there's going to be a too many man penalty here.
Shouldn't be.
They got caught. Good call by the referee.
There shouldn't be because they're on the power play.
No, because the man had come out of the penalty box, Gord. The man had come out of the penalty box, and the South Muskoka player stepped on the ice before he got to the bench. So there were 2 players on the ice at the same time.
You're right on. I realize that now.
So because of that
miscue,
it's a little too quick getting onto the ice. Narcisse Baptiste is going to sit off for 2 minutes. Knights with another opportunity. Their power play looked really good on the first opportunity.
Just weren't rewarded as they moved that puck around really, really well, and they get another opportunity to do it again with the power play. There's 1:49 remaining in it.
2 minutes for too many men on the ice. Penalty being served by number 17, Narcisse Baptiste.
Here's Connor Long. He's going to play it back. Oh, and look out. Here comes Red coming down the ice. Knocked down. There's going to be a Meaford penalty. Is it going to be a tripping call? That's not tripping. He pushed him. He pushed him on the back. It is not tripping.
Well, we're going to watch it on replay.
Here, let's take a look. See if I'm wrong. He pushed him on the back. How do you call this tripping? We'll see.
Well, I thought it should have been a penalty shot, so...
Well, see, he never tripped him. He elbowed him. We pushed him on the back and knocked him down.
True enough.
So what do you call that?
Roughing.
Nothing.
No.
Anyway, definitely not a trip.
Well, at least they didn't get the penalty shot, which I thought that might happen, but they didn't.
I thought that's.
But he wasn't quite clear enough when you see it on the replay. It was actually a good call by the referee.
Here's Callum Queen, and he's got one short-handed one already, but he can't get away. Tripping. Yep, that's tripping. I'll let it go, Gord. I'm letting it go.
Well, I
I'm
don't.
56 years old. I got bad eyes. I'm way up here, and I could see that.
Well, I'll tell you, you're probably correct. I didn't think it was a penalty, but I was more concerned that they were going to. When the arm went up, I thought it was going to be a penalty shot.
Well, that's what I thought. I never thought that was a bad play. That was a bad check. But anyway.
Well, you could call it.
digress.
You could call it hitting from behind. So
What's that?
you could call it hitting from behind.
See, you could have. Well, I guess you could call it that. Just never know what's going to be called.
No. Well, it's like the French judge, it's subjective. You don't know it's what the referee at the time thinks it is and the angle that they have. So many times you see the call and then when you watch it on replay, they made the right decision. So these games.
I think the first period was great because the referees didn't blow the whistle once.
It was a very, very quick period, and we'll find.
They're making up for lost time here in the second period. Now they're sending off a player. I don't know what the heck's going on.
So we got 4-on-4 hockey for the next couple of minutes here.
I guess I shouldn't say I don't know what's going on. I should just pretend I know what's going on, right? You got to help me out here.
All right,
boy.
every once in a while.
That's what we do. We work together, right? You got to help me out.
Which way'd you come in?
I have no idea. We got a penalty. It's interference. Who's going to get it? Or was it tripping?
Well, this is typical.
It's going to be against number 15 on the South Muskoka Shield, Camille Jerembach. He's going for interference.
Now, Meaford Nice will be on the power play as they'll have 4 on the ice, and they will the other.
So we got a 4-on-3 opportunity for the next 31 seconds. From the draw, the Knights come away with it. David Hooper. Back to Hooper. Rink wide, one-timer. That goes high and wide. The net's off the moorings.
Well, referee
They
just
still have moorings, or is magnets?
Not in these ones. These are moorings. They're actually
moorings,
the nets
okay.
don't move.
Shot right on. Oh, my goodness. Connor Long was going high, but Lee snagged that one.
Well, they got the glove on it with no problem. Long. Good shot just in the top of the circle. Let her go, and Lee was equal to the task and managed to keep the puck out of the net. He's played well this last. Meaford, with 10 minutes gone in this period, has controlled the play and only have a 1-0 lead. So Lee has been a huge factor in why Meaford isn't up on this team from South Muskoka by a couple more goals than what they already are, because Lee has made some really good stops and very solid in goal.
Now we're 4-on-4 for the next 29 seconds, and then the Knights will go on about a 1-minute power play after that. So Langowski has it knocked away. Strutz plays it into Langowski. Langowski takes his man in on the boards.
2 minutes interference.
Big scramble going on down there. Who's going to come away with it? Langowski does. Plays it to Tyler Strutz. He snaps it. It misses wide. Will Vernon. Back to Strutz. Back to Vernon to Strutz.
Meaford on a power play now as their player has come out of the box.
Comes out to Vernon. He falls. Now here comes number 11, Carls Lagsden. Shot right on. Good save by Stager. Knights with 30 seconds remaining in this power play. Langowski being hounded in there, but Strutz tips it, tries to get it in there. The Knights are going to keep it in.
And the Knights are going to get a penalty.
There's a Langowski penalty coming for tripping.
And there's no way that should be tripping.
If that's what the indication was. Let's see what the referee calls here. No, it's a cross-check. Cross-checking penalty being called on Langowski.
So
well, we had no penalties in the first period. Now it's just a parade to the penalty box. So
well, they didn't have any for almost a period in 6 minutes, and all of a sudden
23 minutes without a penalty. Knights with a 1-0 lead on a shorthanded goal by Callum Queenan.
2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes.
They'll play 4-on-4 for 9 seconds, and then they will the South Muskoka Shield will go on a power play, and maybe we'll get another shorthanded goal.
From the draw, the Knights come away with it.
Nice play at the blue line to Sasha Black hit his man and kept the Meaford player from getting away.
But Chase Lewis was to be the recipient of that hit, but the Muskoka player is the one that ended up hitting the dirt. So puck comes out over the line. 1:35 remaining in the power play. Chovanek. Good job in there, Chase Lewis, after his man, creating some havoc down there. Puck bouncing around pretty good here tonight at the Meaford St. Vincent Community Center.
I wonder if they froze him tonight because that puck is bouncing around like a basketball. Nice play in front of the net defensively. Kept that stick from getting onto that puck.
Trying to clear that around the Knights. David Hooper's going to come away with it. Does a great job clearing that down the ice. Under a minute remaining in the power play. Dump it back in. Puck takes a weird hop off the boards. Julian Delp.
Fans, take a look at your game ticket.
Puck goes out of play and still a little scrappy, but Muskoka not mounting much offense, even on this power play. They got 34 seconds remaining. And Meaford managing to keep the team to the outside and not getting any really good scoring opportunities, and Sager having an opportunity to block anything.
Shot right on, rebound. Stager makes a good save, but that was a juicy rebound waiting there. But the Knights had their opponents all tied up, and they couldn't get a stick on it. So puck goes deep into the Meaford zone. Around the goal now is Libor Makan. Here's a shot right on Stager. Nice save. Referee blows this down.
Face off
the call.
Guess he lost sight of the puck. I don't know. But Sager got the glove safe just on the last shot.
Must have been because he lost sight of the puck, but Stager did not have control of that puck at any point.
I was wondering if equipment malfunctioned because he put his hat up on top of his head and asking the linesman to come over and get something. So maybe just a piece of debris on the ice.
From the draw, won by South Muskoka, shot right on. Stager knocks that away. The penalty's over now. The Knights back to 5-on-5 for one. Oh, that was a hard collision. Brandon Farrell into the boards on his shoulder. He's lucky he didn't get hurt on that one.
Oh, I know, but that was a nice play, though. Took him out nice, and then there was no grabbing. It was all body and knocked him off into the boards. And glad to see both players come out of that collision.
That's too many men. And the all right.
Yeah, I hear you.
Huh?
And you're right, too. I hear you. Too many men.
Way too many men. Both of them stand there. I think the puck hit both guys.
Yeah, it did, and no call.
And my goodness, now there's a water bottle on the ice. Here's a partial breakaway. Shot scores!
Number 10.
Daniels Lega. This young man is money. He does not miss, I tell you.
No, he certainly did on a beautiful play. He just got that puck inside the blue line. And we'll see it start deep in the zone. It comes out. And he'll pick the puck up. A nice lead pass, and he's in on goal. Little backhand boot, little deep. And left Lee sliding the wrong way and gets the goal and puts Meaford up 2-0.
Daniels Lega scores Meaford's second goal. Callum Queenan scored the first one on a shorthanded effort. The Knights now lead by a score of 2-0.
Assisted by number 15, Tyler
There's a shot that goes over the net.
And number 4, Connor
Beautiful pass by Tyler Strutz
Oh, that was a beauty.
to get Lega into the open.
Struts put it right on the tape and did a nice job of getting set. And then, of course, that nice little Deacon backhand beat Lee. And Lee's been really strong, and that was a great play by Lega.
Taken in hard on the boards by Will Vernon. There's a shot. Easy save in there by Stager.
Sager had it got set up nicely and had it blocked. There wasn't any way that was going to get by him. As a shot was a sharp angled shot from the corner on the stick side and squeezed it and stops the play, and we get changes up all the way around.
Nice.
See the brain trust sitting there on the top of the boards trying to figure out what to do with this game.
Well, nice to see them all intact. There was a bit of rough stuff went on down at the showcase game, and players and I thought some of the Meaford coaching staff had been suspended, but it wasn't. It was two coaches from the Bradford Bulls were both expelled for 2 and 3 games apiece, I believe.
Well,
there's a bit of conversation going on behind the play here between Chase Lewis and number 15, Kamil Yarambek. Keep an eye on those two. That puck is going to go all the way down for icing. Chase Lewis and Yarambek are going to keep talking here.
Still talking all the way down, not going to do anything about it. So
referee blows the whistle. Looks like Lee's having a problem down there.
I hope so. He's stretching out.
Taking a little break.
Well, a little trouble getting up, or just staying down on one knee. So,
need to say thank you to the fine folks at Amici for that incredible pizza we had prior to the game, Gord.
They provide the crew refreshments, and we really appreciate them, folks. We'd really like you to buy locally. Amici's the best pizza in Grey County and Grey and Bruce County, and we really appreciate them being part of our team and bringing our games to you on. And they're local, so folks buy local. They support us. Please support them.
Not just pizza up there either. We've got some incredible food going on up there. Chef Darrell Johnson does an incredible job. He's always working in that kitchen, coming up with new creations all the time. You can visit him on Facebook and take a look. He's got all kinds of photos up there. Every time he's introducing something new, and they always they support the local community too with the draft beers, using the smaller distillery type beers and stuff there. So always a great time up at Amici here in Meaford. So
Amici's, please, folks, like I said, they support us. Please buy locally and support them. We would appreciate it.
Puck knocked off the boards. We've got 2:32 remaining in this period. No score after one, but the Knights have scored a short hit. There's a player injured in behind the net. He was, I think, sandwiched in there.
Yeah,
clean hit, though. I don't think there was anything there. Take a look on the replay here.
You're going to see them go in behind the net, and he goes that deep after that puck, and it's... Oh, that's a high elbow.
Take an elbow. Yes, he did.
Took an elbow to the head, and he's good camera work by a crew.
I was going to say fantastic job on the replay there. Producer Mark Perry doing the triple duty there tonight.
But
I couldn't do what he does. It's like I said, when I do shows and things like that, I say, he does all the hard work. I just get to talk for 15 minutes or so, or an hour,
88 is Gaspar. I believe that's who's got hit, and we got him off our list as not being in the game, so. But anyway, he took a shot to the head, and referees are having a conversation at the penalty box trying to figure out what's happening. There was no call initially on that play.
One referee's indicating it was a shoulder, but definitely wasn't shoulder. You're right. We saw on the replay it was an elbow, so. But, they're going to call it, I believe.
Well, this is where I have a problem. If you're going to call it, then call it. If neither official on the ice puts his arm up to call the penalty, and they go over and talk about it after.
And you're right. And if there's this much discussion afterwards, it's not a penalty. Just let them.
You know, it's, and I don't see anybody going in the box yet, but, and they have them.
You just never know here. I tell you, you got to wait till the last second to figure out exactly what's going to happen. So
I don't think there's any call. I don't think they're calling it at all. So now they've decided that it wasn't a penalty. And when you watch it on replay and they slow it down, which our crew does a good job of doing it, you see the GMHL leader get back to scoring leaders. Chris Haig's got 98 points, and of course St. George. But look at Lucas Pozobon has moved up into that top 3. So he's got 87 points, and it's tight up in that part of the world too. So
there was a penalty on the play. See, number 28 for South Muskoka's in the box. That's Dylan Sanuk. Haven't heard the official call. We'll hear it now from J.D. Moffat. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the penalty. So,
and you know, right, he had every right to complain because they missed that head check and or elbow to the face or whatever you want to call it. And now we're getting
now more rough stuff in the corner. We got a fight now, and Brandon Farrell was taken down very quickly there. I believe it should be number 15. He's been in everybody's face. It figures number 15 would not take on 21-year-old Chase Lewis, but he had no problem taking on 17-year-old Brandon Farrell. That speaks volumes to number 15, Camel Yarambach. Pick your spots, buddy.
Well, he's heading off to the dressing room right now.
He's heading to the dressing room, whereas Farrell's heading to the box, so...
I think he's probably got an instigator and a 10-minute misconduct, so.
I would certainly hope so on that one, but you can see him, he's been picking fight, or Chase Lewis called him on a couple of times, and he wouldn't fight Chase Lewis. Brandon Farrell didn't embarrass himself there at all.
Well, that's an interesting song to be playing, and that's Amore for fisticuffs, but
it's love.
I think our sense of humor J.D. Moffat has as he's playing the music, but
well, looks like they got double minors up on both sides of the board. Each player got 4 minutes. If that's roughing, I don't know what fighting is.
Well, we'll see what the call comes, and Meaford will still be on, will have a 2-man advantage.
No, it'll just be a 1-man advantage.
I think you're right, too.
Because both of the players got 4 minutes each.
Well, I'll see what the call is, because I think somebody got 10 because they sent him to the dressing room, so. Meaford.
Now here comes, he's knocked off the puck. Good job by David Hooper. We'll get the official call from PA announcer J.D. Moffat. There's a shot right on Lee with a stop. Bolduc plays it back to Hooper. Back to Bolduc. Bolduc moves into the middle. There's a shot. Bouncing around.
And to South Muskoka Shield number 15, Camille Jarabak. 2 minutes each for roughing and 2 minutes each for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalties, 18.
Well, they're just offsetting double minors. Both players get for roughing and unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, I don't know why Jaremchuk went to the dressing room unless he had a problem. Loose puck in front.
Less than a minute to play in the second period.
Less than 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. The Knights with a 2-0 lead. And about 15 seconds remaining in their power play, a 4-on-3. Brings it in over the line. Left there for Vernon. There's his quick shot on. That's tipped wide by Chase Lewis. Here's Vernon. Back again. In front. Shot off the post. Chase Lewis that close to making it 3-0.
Oh, that was so close. That's the second time that the Meaford Knights have hit the iron tonight. That one post to the crossbar.
Take a look here on the replay.
You're going to see the shot come across from Will Vernon, or the pass rather, and then the puck off the rebound, and then he just couldn't get all his wood on it as he was going down to one knee, and And, of course, the puck went off the post. And
goalkeeper Daniel Lee was diving across to the stick, so you never know. He may have got a piece of that. But unfortunately for Chase Lewis, that puck does not go in the net. We got 14 seconds remaining. Colton Langowski tipped in front. And Eric Lowry tips that right into Daniel Lee.
Well, Lee is Johnny on the spot, had good position on it as that puck came out of the corner. A good stick, too, by Lowry in front, and could have easily put it by him.
8.7 seconds remaining. Here's Willie Vernon. Vernon fires. That goes wide. That's going to do it for period number. Oh, a check from behind.
Oh,
what a foolish, vicious check by the Knights. Now things are getting rough in there.
Well,
the buzzer's already gone, so I think you guys need to settle it down.
Well, they do. He's going to get probably 5 for that one because.
Nickelodeon, let's take a look here. Nickelodeon was taken in from behind. Watch right here. I think it was Eric Lowry. It was right there. Okay, it wasn't as bad as it initially looked, but it still is checking from behind. We'll see what the referees assess.
Well, that's referee's going to have to call that. I mean, that's one of the most dangerous play in hockey. I think that's a 5-minute penalty. I don't. I'm sorry.
You're right. Checking from behind is checking from behind. Yeah. You're right. Okay, we'll let the referee sort that out, folks. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with period number 3. The Knights of Meaford lead the South Muskoka Shield by a score of 2-0. We'll be right back.
When I felt lost, United Way held my back. In July 2014, I came to Canada as a refugee from the Ivory Coast with my 6-year-old daughter, who has special needs, and my 14-year-old niece. In Africa, I owned 2 grocery shops, but both were destroyed in the war. A United Way funding program taught me how to use a computer and improve my job skill. Now I am working and taking classes to get a better job. My name is Fatou, and donation to United Way Simcoe Muskoka helped change my life. Thank you.
Join me on Community Close-Up here on Rogers TV, where we learn about the different groups and organizations in Owen Sound and Grey County here on Community Close-Up on Rogers TV.
Water is a symbol of life for many faiths around the world. I'm David Shearman, host of FaithWorks on Rogers TV. Join me for FaithWorks.
Welcome back, everyone. Period number 3 about to get underway. Knights of Meaford just coming out onto the ice now. At the end of that period, Gord, Eric Lowry was assessed a 5-minute major for checking from behind. So I would imagine a game misconduct is going to come along with that one. So,
well, I wouldn't be surprised, but you know, checking from behind is checking from behind. And I know the player, that Lowry didn't intentionally to drive him, but the player turned at the last moment and he just hammered him. And
yeah, not a game misconduct. Just saw him come out onto the ice. He's heading to the penalty box right now. So
5-minute penalty, and I know that we called it a silly penalty at the end of the game. But you know, when you're going as fast as those guys are, sometimes it's difficult to realize exactly what happens. And of course, when you turn and he hit him, and luckily, I think he held up a bit because he could have been a lot worse.
It could have been much worse, you're right. And I think we saw on the replay, and great job on the replays tonight, by the way. And you can see it was actually his knees that contacted the boards first, made all the noise. But regardless, that's a very dangerous play. And That's why the major penalty for that particular incident. So
Meaford will be down for 5 minutes, and it's a 4-on-3 power play to start the first part of this third period.
Here's Mackin. Works his way in. Good job by the Meaford defense, keeping him wide. Shot right on. Stager has been perfect tonight so far.
Well, Stager has been perfect, and let's not jinx him in any way, shape, or form, but that was a solid save. He had good position, and of course, the big defenseman, Libor Makin, went right behind the net and got it back out front and got the shot. They got the shot away, and of course, Stager making the save.
Good puck movement here by the Shield right now, but the Knights doing a great job defensively. Three-man triangle working it to a science. Connor Long takes his man down, no call. Here comes the puck, and they can't get it in front. Good job again by the Meaford defenders.
Kovkarenka, he had a chance. He's the top goal scorer. Not the top scorer, but the goal scorer. There's the shot by him.
Tried to go 5-hole, was number 91, Kovkarenya, and the Knights clear it down the ice. 1:05 remaining in the coincidental minors. Knights clear it away, and that's all the way back down the ice by Colton Langowski.
Langowski making a really nice play at the blue line to get it down the ice, waste some valuable time. Even when the Knights get their player back, they will have 3 minutes on they will have to kill off.
Miscue there by the Shield defenseman, and Justin Pereira did a good job to clear it back in behind the goal and make them start all over again. 30 seconds remaining. And then we'll go to 5-on-4. Shield moving it around. There's a shot right on. Easy save in there by Stager. And Pereira's stick was lifted. Otherwise, he was clearing that puck out of the zone. Here's number 91. That's Kovkarenya. Puck right on. Nice save, Stager. Now the puck gets cleared all the way down the ice. That could have been too many men.
That was close as they come off the bench and had enough sense to stay away from the puck. Otherwise, he would have been called for it as he stepped off the bench.
So 2 minutes and 30 seconds of power play still here for the Shield. It'll be a big victory for the Knights if they can kill this one off.
Special teams have been excellent for the Knights tonight.
Shot, tip just wide. That just trickled by the post.
Sager had a piece of that on the first play, and then it just got away from him and went by the net on the second shot.
Puck goes in behind the Shield goal. These two teams are going to go at it again tomorrow night in Gravenhurst. Gord, before the Christmas break, this, of course, here's a chance. Beer breaks in. There's going to be a penalty here. The Knights are going to get a tripping call. The puck is being worked around in there nicely. We got like a 6-on-4 right now.
They pulled the goaltender.
Here's a shot. That misfires. Back over to the far side. Shot right on, and that stopped by Stager.
Stager making a great stop there as the goaltender came out on the delayed penalty. Now Meaford's going to be down three players again as they're still serving that 5-minute major for boarding.
1:23 remaining in the 5-minute major, and the Knights have taken a tripping call. I believe that's David Hooper in the box for tripping. So the Knights are getting into a little bit of penalty trouble here. The third period.
So far, Tyler Sager has kept them out of trouble right now with a couple of good stops in this penalty-filled first 5 minutes of the third period.
Here come the Shield now. Another opportunity. The Knights have been perfect on their penalty kill tonight and have scored a shorthanded goal. Puck comes back to the far side. Now here to Gavrinchuk. That's tipped wide by Beer. Back out now. on the Knights. Oh, and Justin Pereira caused enough interference there that the puck goes out over the line. Nice job by Colton Langowski to get that one away.
Oh, nice poke check. Just beautiful. Knocked the puck off the stick and outside the zone.
Knights not allowing these guys to set up at all, and
which is amazing because they've been so disruptive with just 3 players on the ice, and they've been keeping the red team just one step behind. And another nice play.
Justin Pereira on the penalty kill did a fantastic shot right on. Oh, I think goalkeeper Sager may have poke checked that enough to make it go up and miss. What a great job.
Oh, he did, and that was just a good save.
25 seconds remaining in the 5-minute major to Eric Lowry. 14:40 remaining here in period number 3. And here's a breakaway. Callum Queenan. Shot. Oh, that missed high and wide. And the Knights are just about to kill that penalty off. What a fantastic job by the Knights of Meaford. The first 6 minutes, basically, of this period number 3, the Knights have been playing shorthanded, and now we're back to 5-on-5.
Queenan had a glorious opportunity. He had a breakaway coming down the line, and he just got the shot. And, of course, Leah has been just so phenomenal all night and closed the door and kept this game close. It's 2-0 with 14 minutes remaining in the third period.
Shield desperately trying to get on the board. Here comes Tracy's shot. What a snag by goalkeeper Tyler Sager. But I was wanting to say early, Gord, just in case we don't get a chance at the end. Let's take a look here on the replay first. Now watch here, 1-man rush. And there's a poke. See, he did poke check that one. Good job by Sager.
He must have been watching old film of Johnny Bauer, because that was a Johnny Bauer-esque move as he knocked that puck off his stick as he just took it out. And
that's no easy task either.
No,
you got to time that almost perfectly in order to get that done. So good job.
And when you miss, you look terribly bad.
Oh yeah. That's the world of a goalkeeper. You either smell like a rose or smell like what you use to fertilize them. There's a big hit, but the Meaford Knights player took the worst of that one. Daniels Lega. That was a good, hard collision. Lega's going to head to the bench. I think he took the worst of that one.
Oh, he did. As he got hit and he got bumped around, and I think he got the worst of it that place. Sitting on the bench and getting a little bit patched up by the trainer staff looking at him, but he's all right.
Stater's going to toss that one away. 12:44 remaining. Period number 3, the Knights holding on to a 2-0 lead. Knights have done everything right tonight. Their penalty kill, their power play. That's a high stick. Now, get to my point. I've tried twice here now. In case we haven't got time at the end, we're going to do the goal leaders, all right?
Well, of course, Lucas Bozaban of St. George has got 46 goals in 28 games. But you look at the goal scoring, it's pretty tight. Just Peter Panasek at 10th with 29. So it's...
Well, you take a look at number 2, Isai Arai. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Knights. He's on the London team this year, who is, they're pretty much one of the weaker teams in the South. I think they're sitting down near the bottom of the table, but, he's having a great year individually anyway.
True enough, but you need more than just a goal scorer to do well. You've got to have your team working all right. And like Meaford's got 4 lines.
There's that icing call. Now I'm going to get my point in. I just want to say, just in case we haven't got time at the end of the game, that this is our last telecast before the Christmas holiday, the Knights of Meaford's final home game prior to the Christmas break. And I want to make sure that we wish each and every one of you out there watching a fantastic Christmas, a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at Rogers.
I concur with that, folks. Please don't drink and drive. Drink responsible. Have a great holiday. We really appreciate it if you do that, because the life you save may be mine.
Want to thank all the people that we work with here week in and week out. Producer Mark Perry, can't say enough about all his hard work over the past, not just this year, but the 5 years that they've been doing Meaford Knights hockey. Here's the Knights with an opportunity. Puck goes into the corner. Have John Cherry on camera tonight, and now things getting rough. Now there's some fist throwing. That is a Muskoka player totally that's throwing the punches there at the Meaford Knight player. I think it was Tyler Strutz that was in the bottom.
Well, Strutz is not a fighter.
No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was number 66, Chase Lewis.
Well, Lewis was
beat on. Chase Lewis has gone to the bench.
And they're sending number 11, and that's
Charles Lagsden.
He's heading to the dressing room, so they must be tossing him out. So what are they going to do about the other player? I don't know, but you're right about that. We've had a lot of fun coming out here to do the Meaford games and really enjoy it. And,
well, as I was saying with the producer Mark Perry, nobody works harder than he does in putting these shows together every for the past 5 years. And of course, tonight along quite often this year, John Cherry. Finally, Hungary gave him back to us so we could have him back again here. So, and Corey Porteous is here quite often. And of course, we can't forget Jeff Chapman. He's a little under the weather, but I'm sure he will be here again very soon, helping out on the Knights of Meaford broadcast. So, am I missing anybody?
No, I don't think so. I think you got everybody. But I'll tell you, Jeff, we'll be back with our next telecast. Will be the 4th of January here, 4th, yes. And Jeff will be back, and we'll be glad to have him. And we enjoy coming to hear the staff here at Meaford treat us really well. And again, all the best for the holidays, folks. Enjoy yourselves. Have a Merry Christmas. And
7 minutes in penalty, so a 5-minute major and a 2-minute minor. I would imagine fighting and unsportsmanlike, I would imagine, are the calls. So, but the Knights are going to go on a 7-minute power play.
Well, they didn't even get to give the Knights player a 2-minute minor, so you said it was Daniel Stutz that was on the bottom.
Chase Lewis actually was on the bottom. Lewis. Yeah. Lewis did not get a penalty on that play, so there's a shot tipped in front.
Number 11, Carlos Langston. 2 minutes for interference, 5 minutes roughing, and a 10-minute misconduct.
So 2, 5, and 10. Langston is gone for this game. 2 minutes for interference, 5 minutes for roughing, I believe you said.
2 minutes interference, 5 minutes roughing.
5 minutes roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. So
number 98, Brody Tracy, at 8:35.
now the Knights setting up here an extended power play. Puck tipped in front.
Right now, the South Muskoka Shield are doing a nice job killing off this penalty. They've managed to disrupt the power play and keep the puck down and sending the puck down into the Meaford zone. Meaford got to get wound up, get it set up properly.
I want to start saying some hellos as we go here. I know from my Facebook page and from the Knights of Meaford Facebook page, the folks that are always tuning in, I want to say a big hello and Merry Christmas to all the McCall clan in Ireland and to the Queenans in England. And Dee Dee Heineman. Dee Dee Heineman is the mother of Jeff Hyman. I know that she's tuning in from over near Ottawa. Rune Brindestad from Norway, father of Eric Brindestad.
But you know everybody.
All the Gemmel family and the Peters family that are related to Graham Gemmel, goalkeeper. I know that they watch each and every week. Don't want to miss anybody here. I know there's lots of people from the Strutz family that tune in.
And we're certainly glad that you do, folks. All the best to you, too.
Did I mention Muriel Turner? I cannot forget Muriel Turner, grandmother of Daniel McCall.
No, you didn't.
Shot goes wide. I know Eric Lowry's family from Gap, Pennsylvania. They tune in. Puck's being worked around nicely by the Knights. They've got about 4 minutes remaining on the power play. That shot, that's going to be... Now the referee blows the whistle. And I don't know if it's going to be coincidental minors or if it's going to be... Justin Pereira is trying to get Owen Tichborne out of there.
Well,
or Eric Lowry, sorry.
Eric Lowry was assaulted a bit in front of that net, and but the players going to the sin bin, and they're going to be 5-on-3.
5-on-3 opportunity now for the Knights. I know Hampus Wall's family, I know that they tune in and watch on a regular basis. And let me see, just looking down here, Skylar Robertson, of course, he's from the Markdale area, and I know his family tune in. And
well, we hope all those nice people have wonderful Christmas holidays, and
all the Knights of Meaford fans as well. I know I had a lady come up to me at the end of the last game we did and mentioned how her and her husband love watching Knights Talk on Rogers' YouTube channel, and they said it's the woman's comment was exactly this. She said, "We know the players by their shot right on. We know the players by the numbers, but we never get to see their faces," she said. So, when I have the players on near the end of the show. Shot, and that just misses. So, to all of those people as well, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Shot, that just missed on the far side, Colton Langowski.
Actually, Langowski fired that shot, and Lee got his big blocker on and knocked it up over the glass. Lee's been just seeing all kinds of rubber in the last 5 minutes, mostly because they've been on the power play, doing a nice job keeping this game close. Meaford up 2-0 here with 7:52 remaining in the third period. They will play again tomorrow night up in Gravenhurst, and we'll finish out the season as there'll be a long Christmas break, and some of these guys will be probably getting home for the holidays, and we hope they have a great Christmas. So.
A lot of them have a long way to travel. As I mentioned, the thing about the GMHL is that the players come from everywhere. As far north, Colton Langowski on the Knights here is from Alaska.
What part of Alaska do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I should know that, shouldn't I?
Well,
let's go with Anchorage. How's that? I'll lie to you. Shot, tipped right on. 7:13 remaining in period number 3. The Knights leading by a score 2-0. A 5-on-3, but unable to get it past Daniel Lee on this particular power play.
Well, you can't fault either the team's penalty kill. The Shield are doing a tremendous job disrupting this power play. The Knights have had all kinds of opportunity and haven't been able to beat the Shield goaltender Lee.
Here's a chance. What a save by Lee. Absolutely robs Connor Long. What a great blocker save.
He should be arrested for grand larceny.
Comes over rink wide. Shot. Another save by Lee. Skylar Robertson in front. Shot. Bolduc had a chance. That's going to go off of a Shield stick into the meshing.
Wow. Unbelievable. Lee was just phenomenal in that series of shots as he was standing on his head. Here we're going to see him work a couple. Coming across the surface of Bolduc, and Bolduc goes right in on goal, and you can send it right out into the slot area. There's the shot off the blocker and off the side of the net. Good play. He made a good shot.
Hampus Wall just misses on that one. Puck comes into the corner now. 1:51 remaining. The Knights with a 5-on-4 opportunity now as the first penalty is over.
Well, that's 7 minutes of power play. Now they say it's 5-on-4. Full marks to the Shield for the penalty kill. They disrupted the attack of the Knights as they were inside that zone continuously and just could not get set up real well. But when they did, Lee was Johnny on the spot to make the stops.
That's going to be icing. 1:19 remaining in the power play.
And that comes, the faceoff's going to come down the ice and be to the right of Sager, who has been no slouch either. Sager has had a good period of hockey. Hasn't had the shots that Lee has had.
Going to take a look now at the South Division standings. Kingsville, St. George, 1 point separating them, but you got to watch out for that team in third, Niagara, 21-3. They've played 3 and 4 less games than the two teams ahead of them. So Niagara
doing well too. So I mean, it's a lot tighter down there, but the top 5 teams are kind of sailing away with it all.
Well, Niagara's been, they played the least amount of games, it seems, all season long, and you can see them just lingering down there with those 3 losses. And they've been sitting there forever, it seems, at 3 losses. So it's going to be really interesting, north and south, come season's end, to see who finishes where.
Well, it's New Tech that really amazes me in the north, as they seem to just drop right off the side of the earth there. They were setting the league on fire for the first 10, 15 games, and then all of a sudden, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, New Tech has lost a couple of players. And if the rumors are true, they're about to lose a few more. So I think they're probably going to go for a rebuild for next year.
Well, but they had such high hopes. And
shot, that just misses. Comes back now to Muck, and he misses. Broken stick, that's 2. That young man's spent about $600 tonight. That's his second stick he's broken.
Well, I
want to talk to the manufacturers.
I had a brand new CCM stick in my hand just a little while. It was a game stick from the Phoenix Coyotes, and I can't believe how light those things are. And I'm not sure that I would want to spend that kind of money and have them always snap in the middle like that.
Well, he's probably going to have to go and take a bank loan to go and get some more new sticks. So
that wouldn't surprise me. But at $250 to $300 a stick, the manufacturers have really got to think about some stuff. The minor hockey kids want to play, and these things are so darn expensive, and they don't last, and they're going to price themselves right off the market, and they're not going to be able to. Kids are not going to be able to afford to use these sticks, and the kids always want the latest technology.
Now Stager took that one up high, and that stung him. He immediately took the mask off. Let's hope he's okay. That
took him. I think
that may have caught him near the neck there. He kind of jumped up a little bit, and I think.
Well, that was a wise move on his part. If he's not feeling well,
let's take a look. I think couldn't quite see there, but that's about the only place I can think. I would imagine that's where it
hit him right.
It's going right by the eye.
So I mean, that thing hit him right in the face, and I was pretty sure that. So he knew he was rocked, and he was a smart move by moving away from the net, taking his hat off, because that's an automatic whistle for the referees and trainer out there looking at it. And
he just gives a thumbs up, so he's all right.
Checking his equipment, and well, you can't blame him. He's going to look at his mask again. He's going to.
Well, he's got one of the older style, like the ones with the bigger holes in there.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he's all right.
Well, there's a backup goaltender, Graham Gemmell, coming back on the ice to make sure everything was okay and warming up a bit just in case he had to be out there. Of course, it's the trainer's call. If he doesn't think he should stay in, he'll take him out. So that's why they.
Yes, Gemmell thought that he was going in, but Stager's going to stay in there.
Yep.
Just under 4 minutes remaining in period number 3. The Knights holding on to a 2-0 lead. Shot tipped right on. Stager makes the save. The young man from Buffalo, New York.
Sager is his third start of the season, and he's in goal and is playing well. The faceoff coming outside the circle, but he's made some really good stops when he's had to tonight. Although this is not the best offensive team he's going to face, but he still made some good plays and did stuff that he had to do to keep working at it. We've got 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in this game, so it's not
There's
over
a
yet.
chance right in front. Score! What a beautiful little move, Colton Langowski. But paying the price, making that pass, I think, was Mitch Bolduc. If I'm not mistaken, he's prone on the ice right now. Was that Colton Langowski? No, it was Mitch Bolduc. He was hit. He was kind of broadsided as he made that pass.
Oh, we'll see it on there. Oh, he got rocked as he was on his knees. And
you see him laying on the ice there.
But he was on his knees after he made the pass, and then he was hit. And they're going to call a penalty on this. I'm thinking that the player's going to get a penalty because he was defenseless when he got nailed. And I think that's the idea.
Yeah, right there, number 24 is heading to the box. Sasha Black.
Well, you could see the play, and I would like. It's too bad, Mark, we could see it again, but you could see that he made that pass from the corner.
They've got 2 players going in. Or no?
Just the one. I think they weren't sure which one was going.
Second player.
We're going to see the replay again. You're going to
there.
see he's on his knees, and he dinged him when he wasn't looking, and that's number 19.
That's 19. They got the wrong guy. They got 24 in the box. That's why 19 jumped in, because he knows it was him that made the hit. So they got the wrong man.
Well, Matusik was the one that made the hit, but and he was kind of defensive because he was down on his knees just after making the pass, and he didn't stand a chance. So they're going to get a 2-minute minor.
Bolduc looks like he got his bell rung. You can see he's looking a little confused. There's referee Rick Sadler discussing it with
Bolduc is sitting in the penalty box, and I don't know the reason for that. Didn't know where the bench was, maybe?
Well, he's got a 2-minute minor for something, maybe unsportsmanlike.
Well, the other gentleman's got a 5, but Bolduc was the guy that got hit. Why is he sitting in the penalty box?
The Bolduc's got 2 as well.
For what? I'd like to know.
Probably unsportsmanlike. That seems to be the referees love calling that one in the GMHL. See, in the Bradford Rattlers game a few weeks ago, we got, I think there were at least 12 unsportsmanlike conduct penalty calls.
Oh, I know. It was something else, I tell you. So that unsportsmanlike conduct, as soon as we knew that it blew the whistle, that's what it was going to be. Face off at center ice, because there was a goal scored on that play, but giving Meaford a 3-0 win as that
3:40 remaining, period number 3.
We forgot about that with all the stuff going on with Bolduc getting hit. So
it's going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And then the Knights will go on a 3-minute. Knights will go on a 3-minute power play. That'll.
Time of the goal is 16:30. Chase Lewis, Mitch Bolduc, and Skylar Robertson at 16:30.
Skylar Robertson is in the box as well.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. And to the Muskoka Shield, number 24, Sasha Black, 5 minutes for kneeing.
It's a kneeing call against Sasha Black. 5 minutes for kneeing. That could carry. Here's a shot. Struts doesn't get through.
nice block on that shot by Malkin, and he got in the way of that shot.
Good job by Tyler Strutz on the back check. 2:25 remaining, period number 3. Knights holding on to a 3-0 lead. There was no score at the end of one period of play. Then Callum Queenan opened the scoring early in the second period in a shorthanded effort to make it 1-0. Knights quickly made it 2-0 after that, and then one more here in the third to make it 3-0.
Daniels Lager got the second goal, and of course Chase Lewis scoring that third goal.
Now, here comes Julian Delp. Delp fires. That doesn't make its way through. Now here comes number 19, David Matusik. shot right on, and Stager makes that save. 1:42 remaining, 4 seconds remaining in the penalty, the minor penalty to the Knights, Mitch Bolduc. So the Knights will finish off this game on the power play, Gord.
1:43 remaining in the game. Knights' power play really hasn't been firing on all 8 cylinders tonight. The Muskoka Shield doing a tremendous job killing penalties, but they do have a shorthanded goal and 2 full-strength goals. So
Justin Pereira. Now there's a fight. We got Connor Long. The referees are going to jump right in there quickly without any harm done. Now, fighting this late in the game, there's definite suspensions for that. If you fight within the last 5 minutes of the game, then these suspensions will carry over, well, probably tomorrow night.
Well, it depends on how quick they do it, but and that's going to hurt them tomorrow night because Connor Long's one of their top defensemen. In fact, is the top offensive defenseman, having a real banner year, 7 goals and 18 assists, 25 points.
Already short Daniel McCall and Jason Stone. So, well, McCall will be back tomorrow night. He only got a 1-game suspension, but
well, they're sending him to the box instead of the dressing room, so maybe it's only a 2-minute roughing penalty. They giving him 5?
A 5-minute penalty up on it. No, they're both 5s. 5s for fighting.
And they didn't send him to the box, so to the dressing room. So maybe face off deep to the left of Sager, who's played 1 solid. When he's had to be good, he's been just dynamite. And his mates have been really, really solid, but Daniel Lee has kept this game close as he's had a lot more rubber fired at him tonight and just done a tremendous job between the pipes here for the Muskoka Shield. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night when we get back up there because back-to-back usually some bad blood. So hopefully that the cooler heads will prevail and they'll go to the holidays and have a good couple weeks off.
Here's Will Vernon, fires. Oh, he just missed by a hair. Puck goes sailing over top of the net. Justin Pereira been getting a ton of penalty kill time for the Knights tonight. So very important part. Here's a chance, shot right on. And Justin Pereira, I was about to say, is really really important piece to this Meaford puzzle this year, coming over from Orangeville from last year. And I've had a chance to, he's been on Night Stock a couple of times, and really pleasant young man, really nice young man to talk to, and quite popular with his teammates as well. So there's going to be misconduct penalties here for sure. Will Vernon.
Will Vernon should know better. He's been around this league long enough and not to do anything that's really, he's getting tossed.
Will Vernon, we got number 92. From the other side should be going. That's Brandon Stokes. He should be gone as well, and he is.
They could meet in the part that would, you know, underneath the dressing rooms. Well, they'll be back tomorrow night.
Brandon Stokes waving bye-bye to the Meaford bench. So under a minute remaining here. The Knights holding on to a 3-0 lead. Now there's a problem down in the hallway here. Not sure exactly what it is.
But the referee came to the glass to see what was going on, but puck in deep in that zone, so here they come out of it. They're going up to South Muskoka tomorrow night, and we'll see what happens with some bad blood in this last 2-3 minutes. Lots of times it carries over. I hope it doesn't.
So the Knights working the puck around nicely here with 25 seconds remaining. Not going to say that S word, but ever so close now for Meaford goalkeeper Tyler Sager.
27 seconds.
Don't tell me he's not thinking about it down there in the Meaford goal right now.
Well, that was a good... Meaford's defense played extremely well tonight in front of him. We're clearing some of those pucks, but when it got through, he was pretty solid and deserves deserves what they call, there's another shot right on goal. So
13.4 seconds remaining.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and he's deserved this shutout.
Oh, you said it. I can't believe you just said it. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's 13
I'll
seconds.
tell you what. There's a record. Oh, my goodness.
Right on.
That is horrible, Gordon.
Oh, dude.
Shot right on. Puck bouncing around in there. Puck gets cleared all the way back down the ice. 4 seconds remaining. I think Stager's going to pick that puck up. At least he should. He's got a shutout, and he does want that puck. He wants it, and Daniels Lega has given it to him. His first shutout as a member of the Knights of Meaford. After the game is over, our final broadcast for this part of the season anyway. We're going to take a short break. As you can see on your screen, the Knights of Meaford win by a score of 3-0 over South Muskoka. We'll be right back to wrap this one up.
All righty.
Your mouth can do a lot of amazing things. And your mouth can save a life.
Hi, I'm Tom Wong. I'm just one of close to 1,000 Canadians in search of a stem cell match. We need your help.
A simple swab is all you need to register on the National Stem Cell Database. You could be the one to save a life. Find the hero in you.
I'm Rob Leonard, host of Grey County Life. Be sure to join me each week on Rogers Channel 53. Back, everyone, to the Meaford St. Vincent Community Center, where the Knights of Meaford have defeated the South Muskoka Shield by a score of 3-0. Gord, the first period really wasn't much to watch. It was kind of a boring thing, but they got goal in the second period with Callum Queenan's shorthanded goal, and then added 2 more to seal the deal.
They did, but it was a really scrappy first period, and of course it was a quick period. But the players just didn't seem to get into it, and Muskoka just seemed to just wanted South Muskoka disrupted whatever Meaford tried to do. But you're right. No goals in the first period, and then Queenan got the first one that was shorthanded, which opened this door, and then Callan McQueenan got the first one, Chase got the third one, and Daniels Lega got the second one on a really good goal. So special teams tonight were dynamite for both. As you looked at both teams had got into penalty trouble in both the second and third period, and you can't say enough about Meaford's as they shut down Muskoka without any problem at all. And then the other way around, Muskoka. Meaford didn't get any power play goals.
Meaford's had some issues, I think, for a good part of the season on the power play. The last game we did here against the Bradford Rattlers, and Knights went 0 for 8 on the power play in a 4-3 loss. And you can't help but think 1 or 2 on the power play that night could have been, well, it definitely would have been a difference in the game for the Knights. Tonight, I don't know if they got a power play goal or not, but you would imagine, but they got a shorty. So it may be something that they want to work on. Hard to do in the break because everybody heads off home. And as we say, you know, the players are coming from all over the world here. So there won't be any hockey now until everybody gets back from the Christmas break. So,
well, this is true, but they do have to work on that power play. That's something on New Year they're going to have to work at. But, you know, we talked about the penalty killing. Meaford did so well tonight and did a really good job. But again, too, you have to measure that against that's not a tremendous offensive team, but it's good practice. And they're going to be meeting teams that are going to be doing a lot better on the power play. And so it's something that they have to do. They kept the puck outside. They forced the issue. They got the puck outside, and then of course Sager had a hell of a game in goal and got the shutout. So you can't fault him. When he was tested, he was good, and that's all that counts.
Absolutely was. And if we take a look at the first, this was game 28 tonight for the Knights, and they play again tomorrow night in South Muskoka, return match between these two teams. But right now, Meaford sitting with a record of 16 wins, 9 losses, 3 ties. That's the best start in team history. They're having the best season yet, and sitting in a tie for 4th with Ville Marie at this point. So a win tomorrow night will put them in sole possession of 4th place heading into the Christmas break. So a great spot for Meaford to be, but I still think they need to work on some things, like we said. The power play needs a little bit of work. Maybe a bit of the, so maybe they showed some good discipline tonight. In other games, not so much.
Well, that's just something that they've been working on, and the coaches have been at them, is the fact is they have to show some discipline. And they got away with it a bit at the end of the game, and the shield got under their skin, and they have to be careful of that. Because they run into the good teams, and you're going to end up, if they're going to get you to the point where you're going to make stupid things, the retaliatory things always get caught, and they have to work on that. Power play is an issue. It's got to be addressed in the new year. But generally, I think, like you say, it's the best start that they've had in the 5-year history of the Knights, and they've got great things to look forward to come the new year.
I was speaking with the head coach and GM, Nathan Parrish, prior to the game. Great guy. Nathan's been such a great help to me in the first year, my 3 years here with the Knights of Meaford. But that's pretty much what he said. He said tonight, before tonight's game, we were talking. We got a good team. All the pieces is there. We just need to work on a few things. There's some small things to take them to that level. The next goal for them is to finish in the top 3.
Well, that's going to be the Christmas present that will be under the tree for next year, so hopefully they get that. And, of course, with the holiday season coming, they're all going to be off until the 4th of January when our first game back on the air. And we'll be looking forward to doing that on Rogers Television. Folks, all the best to you out there in Grey and Bruce County. On behalf of myself and my family, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And same from everybody here at Rogers and on Meaford Knights Hockey on Rogers Sports exclusive. All the best to you. Safe and happy holiday. We'll see you January 4th. Will be the next time that we will be here in Meaford broadcasting a Knights of Meaford hockey game. So, again, happy holidays, everyone. We'll see you then.
Good night.